The power concern was something that Michael Martin, our reporter, brought up, and I do believe that he is ready to give us another look at what he's experiencing and maybe if he's spoken to anybody
there
else.
He is. Michael, good morning to you. What can you tell us?
Good morning, guys. The conversation about power that you guys are talking about, it's the same one that people are having on the ground here around the Croton Dam. And we moved a little bit since we spoke to you guys last. We moved to the other side of the water to that boat launch that we were showing you from afar. But people are wondering that same thing. Is consumers or the Sheriff's Department, are they planning to cut electricity to the area? We know that as of about 9 a.m. this morning, on the evacuation notice that was sent out from Newaygo County, they said that there were considerations that they were planning to cut power to a portion of the area below Croton Dam. Now, the explanation that they gave at that time was it would potentially preserve the electrical grid. So there could be some concerns there about the infrastructure. The conversations being had in the gas stations around the area that we stopped in, very similar. You know, they're concerned that they are going to lose power. At this point, they all have power, at least the folks that we've spoken to above Croton Dam. They still have customers coming in and out. They still had the delivery folks coming in to stock the shelves, business as usual at this point, but they have that same concern. So we will, of course, continue working to find out whether or not that is going to happen, whether or not they plan to cut power to the area. But we have had a lot of people stop by just to get a look at the water over here. And just a reminder, this isn't the real concerning area, the area where they are evacuating folks at this point. We are above Croton Dam, so the concern for flooding is for the folks that are below that dam. But this is what the water looks like at this point. From the folks that I've spoken to, they said over the last 24 hours, the water levels have risen considerably, but this morning, not so much. They aren't seeing a rapid rise, at least above the dam. But it was interesting. The folks at the gas station I stopped in were using these docks at this boat launch as their marker for how the water was rising. They were stepping out back of the gas station every 10-15 minutes to look across the water, to look at these docks to see how much the water had risen. And at least this morning, they said it really isn't kicking up too quickly, but of course we are above the dam, so they're able to allow water to pass through. It was quite a sight when we drove past the dam. There were quite a few people that were stopped in the area and walking rather close to Croton Dam, and we know officials have recommended folks do not do that. There are a lot of Consumers Energy, I don't know a lot, but there were several Consumers Energy vehicles at the Croton Dam, so it's clear that they do have a presence there right now. What conversations are being had, unclear at this point, but we are going to continue checking in with them to see the latest conversations and decisions that they're planning to make in order to preserve the dam, in order to preserve the electrical grid functioning in Newaygo County. So we will continue to check out the area, see conditions as they change, and bring you any updates about the power or these water levels that we are watching. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in studio.